Today we're at Habit Burger and I'm trying a bunch of things that I've never tried before. Namely, one thing in particular is the reason I'm here. So the last time I did a Habit Burger video, a lot of people in the comment section were saying, you've got to try the French onion char, which is a limited edition item. I got wind that the limited edition item was back, so I went back here. But I also have some stuff in the menu that I've never had before as well. I have only had Habit Burger about 2 or 3 times, all of which were on this channel. 2 of which were at home, wasn't the best. So next time I went was in the car, thought it was pretty good. So I wanted to go back and try some of this stuff, and I'm going to start off with exactly what we came here for. Let me just slide this up out the way. Let me just make sure I got the right one. I'm not sure, to be honest. So this is a burger that everybody says is supposed to be fire. This is the French onion char. And what is on here? Onion rings, American cheese. There's like a French onion with their onion sauce. Like a French onion sauce, I should say. It's hard to like articulate that one because I don't know exactly what it's called. And it's just their regular char burger and a tomato. There it is. So you can see it right there. There's like the French onion madness. I didn't really see a lot on the top, but this is the interior shot, and the onion rings and the onions. I'm a fan of onion flavor, especially French onion soup, so I have pretty decent expectations. Not bad. Again, with the crunch from the onion rings, and then on top of that, French onion base with onions. If you don't like onions, I would never get this, but I know you guys knew that. Captain Obvious. The burger is a pretty thick patty. I'm used to all that from Habit Burger, and there's a good amount of cheese on there. The crazy part to me is the way that their char burgers come out, the seeded large bun, a larger patty. This reminds me of a fancier Burger King. I am a fan of Burger King's flame broiled taste. This just tastes like a little bit of an upgraded version of Burger King. Now, if anyone's wondering, some people I think believed or said last time that Habit Burger was owned by Burger King. Their parent brand is actually Yum Brands, which is KFC, Taco Bell, Pizza Hut. That's their parent brand. But I'm gonna get the onion ring with this. This is their hot pepper sauce. Wanted to try this. It's like a spicy mayo. It almost tastes like there's hot peppers, like the pepperoncini type of acid or brine in there. Not bad at all. Onion ring combo with this French onion Habit Burger. That's a nice little combo. I'm not mad at that at all. I personally still think the Santa Barbara char is by far the best burger from here. But this might be number 2 from what I've tried so far. On a chain scale, I would give this a 7.5 out of 10. It's pretty good. Onion rings, they're pretty basic, but they do taste hand-breaded and handmade. Maybe they're frozen, but they don't taste it. And as you can see, there's a whole onion in here. We can rock with those. And I'll give that an 8 out of 10. I wanted to get this one as fresh as possible. I know there's probably going to be people like, why would you get this at Habit Burger in case it's not good? But that's the point of this. We want to try everything. I'm just trying things that I've never tried. So I got their ahi tuna. Well, I don't know if they said burger or sandwich. It's pretty much the same thing. So this is a tuna sandwich. I'm going to put my own sauce on it because I have some, but it's got teriyaki. All right, yeah. So it's got teriyaki, tomato, and it usually comes with tartar sauce. I know some people are fans of tartar sauce, but I don't think tartar sauce belongs on tuna in particular. Now, that could work, but I just don't think so. The biggest thing is I wanted to try this on its own without like the tartar sauce. I don't like tartar sauce, but I was going to put mayo on it. I got it on the side. People who don't like fish, look away because I want to give you an interior shot. You can see it's not overdone. You can eat tuna like this, like a tuna steak. You're not supposed to cook it all the way through unless you want it that way. It's not bad. It's got a little of that teriyaki on there. Again, I know some people would prefer the tartar sauce, but really not my thing. I wanted to just try different sauces on it. It's a little dry, and you'll definitely need sauces. And this is their like sweet mustard sauce. At a place like Habit Burger, I wouldn't expect many people to order this unless they were like pescatarian. It definitely wouldn't be my first choice. I'll put it that way. Tuna's a little dry. It does taste like it's put on the grill. And the patty itself is not stale tasting or old tasting at all. It's a decent piece of fish. It's just really not doing much else. Even adding tartar sauce to it, I would rather just get a burger. You get what I'm saying? So I would give this a 5 out of 10. It's very average, but I think if you are a pescatarian or you want something like this, like, I don't think you'll necessarily dislike it. I just don't think you'll love it. There's definitely better options. Now, if I'm gonna not have the Santa Barbara char, I did want to try their chicken club, which is really, really close to what the Santa Barbara char is. So their chicken club, see, this just their sourdough is what hits for me. So it's got the avocado, the bacon, the mayo, the tomato, lettuce if you like it. Again, I'm just not a fan of lettuce. And this is their grilled chicken patty on their sourdough. Sourdough always hits here. Most of the avocado just came flying out. Let me just bite a piece of this grilled chicken. It's very similar to the Santa Barbara char, but their burgers are light years ahead of this chicken. For a grilled chicken sandwich, it's not that bad. I checked to see if you could switch the grilled for the crispy, because I feel like the crispy would be better, but there was no option. Similar to the Santa Barbara char, everything else about this is pretty good. You get the creaminess and the richness from that avocado. You get the salty bacon, the acid from the tomato. Again, with the mayo, can be overkill, but there's not a lot of mayo on here, so it's almost double rich, but it's cut through with everything else. And then the butteriness and the sweetness from the sourdough, that does work. This is a decent sandwich, but I've had the Santa Barbara char, and getting a burger patty instead of that grilled chicken, it makes such a difference. This is good. That one to me is like, it's the only reason I would go to Habit Burger specifically. I really like that sandwich. This is probably the second best thing I've had, but it's missing that burger patty. But even with that, I gave the Santa Barbara char a 9 on a chain scale. I would give this an 8. The chicken's not dry, it's just not as good as the ground beef. And this might be a weird one. Chicken bites. They have like these little chicken tender looking things. Almost look like the Arby's nuggets that they had. You get 10 in an order. I think they had a 5-piece, but I guess I just picked the 10. Fine by me. Let me try this first one with nothing on it. I wouldn't get these from here. It's not even that I don't like them. Even Arby's has a better version of this. It's got some seasoned breading on here. Let's try this in the sweet mustard. They remind me of Shake Shacks, but they're actually better than Shake Shacks because Shake Shacks were really, really bready and not enough chicken. This, the breading isn't thick at all. Try this in the pepper sauce. Again, I don't dislike them. I just, going to Habit Burger and getting these is just, unless you're just like a chicken person, but why would you go to Habit Burger? Pretty decent. They taste very fast food to me, which Habit Burger is more in a fast casual arena, but you can get this very similar something at Arby's. I want to check how much these cost for a second. So it's $8.39 for 10. That's actually similarly priced. Arby's nuggets are pretty expensive too. These just taste fast food. Again, I'm not telling you not to get them. I just don't think you should if you go to Habit Burger. Their burgers are just light years better. And you can get different sides. That would go a lot better with this meal. I don't dislike them though. I'll give them a 6 out of 10. They're not bad. The sauces, if you pick the right one, they'll definitely help you out. And finally here, we have sweet potato fries. Just not the biggest fan of sweet potato fries, but it's the only thing I haven't had from here. Here's what they look like. Sweet potato fries just never, there's nothing wrong with these fries. Like, what do you do with them? Do you dip them in ketchup? Is that what people do with these? They just don't, I never go out of my way to get sweet potato fries. I know people love them, and there are better versions of it. Like if you get them nice and crispy, or some places will do like a certain dipping sauce. I get that. I find myself just going back to these onion rings. Is that weird? And I have friends, family members who swear by get sweet potato fries everywhere. And I'm always just like, just give me the regular potato. Potato is better. These are as basic of a sweet potato fry you can get. They're kind of crispy. There's not much else to them. But sweet potato has a very distinct flavor that you don't really need to put anything on them. I do understand that. I just don't love them. I think they're okay. And this is just a complete bias on my part. There's nothing wrong with these, but I'll give them a 5 out of 10. So listen, Habit Burger is a chain that I used to really not like, that has come a pretty far way to at least I have things on the menu that I like. I think if you're going to get anything from there, personally, burgers, fries, you want to count shakes, and the onion rings. Everything else would never make me go back. For me specifically, anything on the sourdough, so the Santa Barbara char is specifically the one that I think is the only one that I would go out of my way to get. It really, to me, tastes like an upgraded Burger King. But I like Burger King, so I would still eat here. I don't know how big of a fan base that Habit Burger has. You don't hear a lot about it around here. I know it started in California, and it's pretty popular more on the West Coast than here. But at least it's not Smash Burger, is all I can say. All these things I tried, the red pepper sauce and the mustard are good, but everything else, this is why we do this. I just want to see if there's other stuff on the menu. But in my honest opinion, no, there isn't. There's only one thing that I didn't get, and I'm going to guess it's some incarnation of this. I didn't get the chicken sandwich, which is a crispy chicken sandwich, but it's pretty much a chicken that comes on, I think you get it on ciabatta, which I did get when they had like a different teriyaki burger way back. So it's the only thing left from here. Habit Burger kind of is what it is. I'm not angry at it. I wouldn't go out of my way to get it. There's better burgers in this chain as far as where it is, but I'll eat it. You know what I mean? That was the most non-chicken bite of a chicken bite. Yeah, that's it for me. But I love y'all, man. I always try to try everything, and everybody said try that French onion char. It's pretty good. So that's going to be the end of the video, and we'll be back tomorrow. More content. The hand signs, they made it to YouTube.